In this video, I'm going to show you the tools and resources that I've used to actually build my funnels for myself and for my clients as well. And I'm going to show you the whole ecosystem I have built over the past 6 months and how you can get access to it as well. So first of all, AI is supposed to make things easier. However, the more you use AI, the more feedback it gets you, and sometimes you just get lost. You don't even know what to do because it's feeding you so many ideas, so many resources, and you're like, what do I even do? So let's dive straight into it. I try to keep it as simple as possible, as clean as possible, but at the same time, give you the powerful tools that you need to actually succeed. So if you go here to the projects, so we have 4 different types of projects here. One is for workspace. This is if you're trying to manage your whole business in one area. Passion to profit, it's going to help you extract your passions and actually turn it into a business. And then the funnel analytics actually help you track your funnel so you know exactly what's happening, where people are dropping off, and where you can improve. And a funnel audit actually gives you in-depth feedback based on frameworks from experts like Alex Hormozy and a lot of different copywriters to help you actually improve your funnel. So I'm quickly going to go over each one of these. And then if you are interested, I'm going to leave a link down below so you can actually join and test it out for yourselves. In future videos, I'm going to go over the tools that are also included here, such as the funnel library, where we can see examples of other people's funnels. And then we have the Mockup Studio here, which helps you design mockups and visual assets for funnels. We have the Engagement Hub, which is one that I love the most because it actually scrapes Facebook groups and other resources and puts in one-to-one area where you can actually use AI, which helps you engage with those posts. And then the Page Bridge here, which actually helps you bridge vibe-coded pages with your favorite platforms like System.io and High Level. But again, in this video, I'm just going to go over these project types since that's the meat and potatoes of the software. Everything else is like bonuses to help you become more efficient. So if you go here on the main dashboard, here on the sidebar, this is where you can see all your projects. You can manage your own, or you can manage different client projects, or you can just organize it any way you want. In this case, I created a folder called My Business, and I added each one of the projects within here. That way I know all these relate to that business. So I'm going to wait before I show you the full workspace because this is the more advanced one. I'm going to go over the other ones, and then you can see how they fit together here in the full workspace. So firstly, I'm going to open up the Passion to Profit project type here, which this is what it will look like as soon as you create one. You can see it's 5 different steps. It's going to help you find your niche, build your offer, set up your funnel, and then give you 2 different strategies to generate traffic from that as well. How this works is you mainly got to answer 3 different questions about your passion, what you love doing, etc. And AI is going to help you find problems you can solve, people you can sell to, help you niche down, and also validate your offer. Based on that, then it can guide you through all the steps. At the end of it, you're going to end up with something like this, where you can go into each one of the steps here. You can see what offers it suggested for you, high ticket, mid ticket, etc. It gives you templates here that you can use for your funnel. That's the copywriting and even the vibe coded pages that you can use, and a tool that you can use as well to actually design and build your funnels. And then we have these 2 different strategies that's going to help you get your first customers and also create momentum so you can start generating traffic. However, when people launch a funnel and they start running traffic to it and they don't see the results, they don't know exactly what's happening. So I created the funnel analytics project type here that you can actually install a small code into your funnel and you can see exactly what's happening. You can see how many people are landing on your opt-in page, a thank you page, or any step of your funnel. And if you click on one of these, it's going to tell you what's happening. And it can even also track sections. It can track how much time they're spending on the page, how far they're scrolling down the page. And what's beautiful about this, because all the data is within this project type, if you go to AI audit, as soon as you start collecting more data, you can click run funnel audit and it's going to analyze the numbers, analyze the pages, and it's going to give you feedback on exactly what to do to improve conversions on your funnel, which is pretty cool. Right? And then there's some other stuff here if you do want to get access to this, play around with it. Again, link in the bio, you can go ahead and check it out. My favorite one here, which I seems simple, but I put a lot of thought and money into this here because I wanted to make sure I could give it different funnel pages and funnel flows, not just one page. A lot of these funnel audits, you can just give them a link. It's going to analyze that page and it's going to give you an audit. This one is actually going to go into each one of the pages, right? Let's say you have a sales page, you have an upsell, you have a thank you page, and in between you have an email sequence. If you give it all that data, it's going to analyze the full funnel flow, not just the funnel page. So that's one thing I love about it. You can see more information about what you can improve, any gaps and missing elements. And if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see more specifics on the pages and answers that you give it, right? So instead of just giving you that sales page, it's going to give you feedback on each one of your pages. And if you click even deeper in here, let's say you go in here, you can see what framework it's using. All right, so this is the Hormozy framework for the offer. And this is a guy I like to follow for sales. So I included those frameworks here. So you can see we're not just using basic AI to analyze it. We're actually using frameworks from experts to be able to give you good feedback on your funnel. So with all those in place, you can see how you can go from idea to launching your business. You can see what's happening with your business, and you can see what exactly you can improve using the funnel audit. Now, if you go to a full workspace here, this is the main area that I spend my time in because this is where I run my whole business. So I'm just going to collapse this real quick. And you can see there's 3 different columns. Here in the first column, this is where we get clear on your audience and your strategy and everything here. We have AI help you. You can click one of these buttons and it's going to help you fill this out. But here you can see all the information that we collect, right? And what's cool about this is we use this fundamental data to guide your AI. So there's different AI assistants here, and these are all aware of all your information here. So you can see how the more information you add here, the better your AI is going to help you understand your business and give you feedback on that. And what's amazing about this as well is, let's say you need a low ticket offer or you need a freebie, you can just click on this. It's going to guide you through a flow here, ask you certain questions. And then if those fields are filled out, these are going to be pre-filled for you. Then it's going to guide you through some steps here. It's actually going to give you the structure and copywriting for your pages here as well. And you can have so many different funnels here depending on what plan you have. There's also going to be email sequences and other stuff that you can use. So you can see how you can easily get clear and launch a funnel here just by focusing on this column here. However, understand we need help and we need guidance, and that's why these AI assistants are here. If you need help with your content, if you need help creating a low ticket offer, if you need help with your sales strategy, you can click on one of these. These are independent AI assistants that can help you, and they know everything about your business already. But just data and AI is not going to help you. You need to actually take action on that. And that's where this action is going to come to play. Right? So here we can actually add tasks. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger. You can actually add tasks here, just in a simple Kanban view. You can create different lists for different types of project types, and you can just easily manage it from here. And then usually we need content. So here we can actually create different content ideas. Let's say you want to create content for YouTube. You can click here. You can add a new board. You can easily organize what's happening here. And let me just make this a little bit bigger so you see the full flow. So you can have your ideas. You can have different lists. And what's amazing about this is the AI generation. So let's say you have an idea here about a topic that you're passionate about. You enter a little bit of information here. And because we have the main idea and the main body here that you want to use, we can actually use AI to repurpose this content. We can choose different types of social media content styles, or you can create your own templates here. Just by clicking new template, you can create new templates that you can reuse over and over again, not just in this project, but all over your account. Then it's going to give you different variations here. You just click generate variation. It's going to give you a different content, and then you can refine it using short prompts. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's go back to the workspace. You can bookmark links. So you can add a bunch of bookmarks here that are related to your business. You can create documents here as well. So I'll use this for whenever I'm taking notes, whenever I have different ideas, I can just create a document here. You can make it full screen, so it kind of replaces Notion and these other tools. And you can also share this. Let's say you need to share this with somebody, you can just make it public and share it with anybody. And what's cool about this, just as I showed you, there's an analytics project type. You can actually have analytics within your full workspace. And I did this because I want to have my whole business on one screen, right? So I have clarity on who I'm targeting, my offers. I know what funnels I'm running because I have the playbook assets here. I have my AI that has context aware in my whole workspace. I can ask it, what should I focus on today? It's going to go and check your tasks, and it's going to tell you, hey, you got to do this today, or content, etc. So you can see how everything is encompassed in one full workspace. And my favorite part here, which I don't have any posts here, is you can keep track. And the more you do, the more you want to know exactly what's happening. You can look back to see how you've been improving. You can use this comment and activity area. It's going to track the task completed, the content published, etc. And you can use AI to give you feedback in terms of what exactly you have done over the past week or the past month, etc. So those are the 4 different project types that you have access at the moment here in Funnel Vibe AI. The other main ones here, the whole workspace, the path to profit, the funnel analytics, and the funnel audit. And then there are also other tools that you can use at the moment. But again, this video is strictly focused on this because that's exactly how you're going to launch and run your business. All right, so that's pretty much it for the project types here. And there's also a school community that goes along with your access. And that's where you can actually find more trainings and more relevant information that you can use to actually maximize this platform. All right, again, if you want to get access, click the link down below, and hopefully I'll see you inside.